Okay, hello guys. So let's do our trade recap for yesterday's price action. So on H4, this is what we had. We had seen this. We have we have our H4 range from right here, from right here to here. That's the range we're working with. So if we have a look at our PDRA, you can see that price has not yet reached premium, so we can take buys. Okay, so that's the first thing. Then excuse me, then our H4 range was confirmed. Then we go to our M15. Once we go to our M15, we know the leg that we're working with. So the range that we're working with is when this H4 range was confirmed. So this is where we have our inside range. So we can use the M15. Excuse me. Our M15. So from our M15, what do we have? Premium and discount. So we can do buys. We can take buys in our discount area. Okay. So now, let me delete this. Now, yesterday, price had come into our discount here. So on this range, we could have bought from here. Okay, but that's a trade for a different date. Okay, so focusing on yesterday, we were bullish. And I remember on my previous video, I said I don't trust this this zone, this one. Why? Because we had equal heights here, and there's no clear POI, so that POI is most likely to fail that you find in here. So this rendered this level, excuse me, this rendered this level our target, external range liquidity of the black range, which is our M15. So this is what I was expecting, like that, still bullish. Okay, so we go to our current range, which is yesterday's price action. Here, since our target is over there, I was expecting something like this, something like this. Asia creates a strong low, then we go up. Or I was expecting price to take out this liquidity and come down and go up. Okay, to take the external range liquidity. So what price did yesterday? As we opened, price swept that. Okay, so as it swept that, I was now expecting price to come down, at least to take out the Asia low, this one, as liquidity, because we know that if we're bullish, if Asia does not close with a strong low like this, if Asia does not close with a strong low, if it has closed like this, then I would know that it would just hold and go. But look at what happened. Asia did not close in a strong low, so it was going to be taken. Okay, so my POI here was on H1, I think. No, it was on H4. H1. Let's see H1. So H1, we had this, and we had then I'm going to get away here. So now, when we went to my M15, price tapped into it. So this is where I was now looking for buys. I did not enter directly. If you would have loved to enter directly, that would have been 3 point, you can say 4 pip stop loss to our target, which was going to be 5.9R. I didn't take this directly. So if you go on my I think it was on M1 that I looked for a confirmation entry. So on M1, I then came here, okay, and looked for a range. So the range that I was working with was from here to here. So price took out this high like that, okay. Then I knew that was some sign of price going up. So we have our internal range liquidity over here. Over here, remember price has tapped into my POI here, my higher time frame POI. So now the range is from here to there. Then I found a POI on higher time frame, which was my M15. So if you go on your M15, you can see that we have a POI here. Have a POI here using a mitigated wick. So that's where I set my entry here. Okay, with a stop loss over here. That was a 2 pip stop loss. Entry there. Then my target was here. It's just targeting a 6.5 on this 3 candle formation. Okay, so into M1. Price came into my POI here, and then it took off. Came take me in. Price broke this high. My trade on break even. And I was just saying, this is going to be my TP, 6.55. But guess what? Price came to take me out on break even. Then went straight to my overall target, which was here. There have been a 12R. But like I said, I'm not targeting big targets at the moment. I'm just going for either external range liquidity of the current range. This was going to be a 3.5R. So I was like, that's a bit small considering the direction of the trade. So I then put my target here, which is why it then missed. This is why I'm targeting external range liquidity of the range I'm working with, because at times price would miss your target. Imagine if my target was here, okay? Let's just say this would have hit my take profit. I would have gone with 6.4R. But if I was targeting here, I would have missed this 6.5 because I want this bigger range. Then price would just take me out and break even, where I could have taken this. So that's why I'm taking like the simplest, easiest targets. So if we just have a look, when price took this on break even, I could have re-entered here. I was just doing my review this morning, and this is where I could have re-entered. So if you look here, it swept this low, which meant that this was a failure swing of the higher time frame M5. So if we go to M5, what do we have here? This became liquidity. This became liquidity. Okay, there's a failure swing, so I'm working on this range. So I'm working on this range. Okay, from the lowest to the highest. And in here, it took out everything and came to mitigate something over here. I wouldn't take this directly because this could easily fall down into this POI. So I would wait again on my lower time frame. I could have caught this buy here. So on lower time frame, we have a break of structure here, a run on liquidity, and a break of structure here, right here. See that? So that's a movement like this. Like this. like that. So when that broke that structure, in lower time frame, we were supposed to start going up. So if we look at this setup, we have we have a low here and a high here. We do not have any internal range liquidity. So price took that and then it created the liquidity here. That's our T1 over there. So broke this high as well. So that's a T1 like this. Okay, so price didn't have internal range liquidity here, no internal range liquidity here. Okay, so it means price will create the liquidity, which is here. So the closest POI after this liquidity is where you buy. Is where you buy. Okay, so this is what happened here. What's the closest internal? What's the closest POI in this internal range? In this range, right? If you want to take out that liquidity, we have our unmitigated wick here. Can you see that? See that? That's an unmitigated wick. So we should have placed our entry just on that POI. And with our 2 pips stop loss rule, somewhere here would have been our stop loss. But just to be safe, because price can do this. Price can take that and generate more liquidity and then take it. There we go. Okay, so our safe stop loss would have been just below here, just a 2.5 pip stop loss. Then our target, I could have targeted the same high here, which would have been a 4.8R trade, okay, or target the higher range, which is here, 7R, or the external range, the whole external range liquidity, should have been a 9.4R trade. So this is the breakdown of how this went. And I was also looking for shorts here because I knew that this low was going to be run. I was looking for shorts just here in London. And what I saw was price took up this high. And no, the first one was here. So the first one was here. Price ran liquidity and broke structure. So I was looking for sells right here. But look, there is no clear 3-candle formation, there's no clear POI, and price came in straight. If price comes in straight, most likely it's going to break. So there was no sell there. Okay, then we moved up because it has run liquidity here and broke structure here. I was looking for a sell in here, but price came in too quick. After it came in too quick, I was waiting for it to create liquidity, but it then broke this high. After breaking this high, this was the low I was waiting for to break. So the low broke. Then when price took this high, I was happy that price is going to come into something here, creating liquidity like this. Okay, then I'll take a sell to this low, but that didn't happen. I see some traders took this break and took this imbalance fill as a T1, which is the same trade I was showing you here. I was showing you this trade here, the same trade they took here. Okay, we have our confirmation here, then we have our imbalance fill as a POI, then we have our T1, so our sell could have come from here. Okay, our safe stop. somewhere here 2.6, but I didn't see this. So I'm happy someone took it, and I'm learning from them as well. So that's a 3.5 hour trade, how they've taken that. But knowing that Asia low was going to be taken, definitely I would have put my target here. And right on the pip, that took it right on the pip, then reversed, but still took it. So that was 4.9 hour trade. So beautiful session, and I was in one trade that was giving me a headache. Let me show you on GJ. So I took this long. This is the most torturous trade I've ever been into. So I took this long here. As you can see, we have our setup, price, broke structure, left internal range liquidity. I found a higher time frame POI here, and I took my long. And as I took my long, price was just dancing here. See that? And have a look at what was happening. So I was in the trade right here. My stop loss was below here. And it made a strong high, and made another strong high, and made another strong high. And when it was here, it took this liquidity as well, made this strong high. And I was looking at this thinking, oh my goodness, this is going to be another strong high and my stop loss is going to be hit. And when price was here coming up, I was looking at this as liquidity being generated, which is also true. So I considered this trade a loss because of this. But as soon as this high broke, this was my strong high. As soon as you can see, I say BE here, break even. So as soon as so my entry was here, my stop loss was here. So as soon as, it was dancing, imagine from 8 o'clock, 8:20 to 10:30, about 2 hours of torture. I was just playing in here. And then as soon as this took my strong high, I was like, you know what? Even if I lose, and that breaks my rules, I put my stop loss to break even. Then price went up, close to my target, which was the 5-hour trade. Then boom, break even. So imagine all this torture. Was it even worth it? But anyway, we follow the rules, and that's why we usually trade London kill zone and New York kill zone, because you wouldn't be sitting in a trade like this for a long time. As soon as it taps in, it goes because of the kill zone. Anyway, that's my recap. Hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to like and comment. Cheers, guys.